Misfits, we're still here at Gen Con. We haven't left, believe it or not, and we haven't passed out. So we're doing pretty good, actually, in this 2024 season. It's actually more packed, I think, than I've ever seen it.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm really happy to be on the tallest building, I think, in Gen Con right now. And it is a building, 2-story, the op. We're, like, above it all. Look, I mean, this is awesome. I just love this view. So, I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. We're gonna set up here later. We're gonna have a campfire.
Oh my gosh!
We're gonna have
Please,
some s'mores. That'll be.
I heard Reese's. You take a Reese's and you burn that, and then you put it in your s'mores because they're nice too because the sticks fit nice in the Reese's cup. And then you burn that, and then you put it in the s'more. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, you heard it here. We got a new recipe for s'mores. Possibly a new board game. You never know. As a charcuterie board game, it could be anything. It's the Reese's
the perfect
s'mores
game to play at our camp out.
Yeah.
Stalk Exchange.
Yeah, there you go. Tell me about it.
So this is Stalk Exchange. This is the other game that we're launching at this show. So this is a stock market manipulation game that uses flowers. So each player will have a portfolio of flowers determined based on the player count. And what you'll be doing on your turn is incredibly simple. You'll either be taking flowers from your portfolio and swapping them with the Stock Exchange, or you'll be taking flowers from the Stock Exchange and planting them onto the garden board. Flowers are planted with their bulb side up, so they look like that. At the end of a turn, if a bulb is ever in a space that has an empty space next to it, they flip over to their flower side. And if a flower is ever completely surrounded, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do an example here, perfect. So if a flower is ever completely surrounded, then they come off the board and are harvested onto this board. And as flowers come off the garden onto this board, the value of the flower increases.
Wow.
And what's going to happen is tokens are going to go this way, the value is going to go up, and this determines the value of each type of flower in your portfolio. So at the end of the game, this white flower would be worth 2 points. Eventually, these two tracks are going to meet, and that's what's going to cause the game end. But the flower that causes the game to end busts and depreciates by half its value. So, I guess flowers in this case, you don't want to put all your flowers in one basket, because if that's the one that depreciates, then you might not win, right?
Right, yeah.
So super simple, super clever, plays 2 to 5, and what I love about this is even at 5, you're getting out in 60 minutes, which is super exciting, right?
Yeah.
And it's thinky, it's fun, great wooden components.
Yeah.
These sheds are wonderful, and once you build them, they fit right back into the box.
I like that a lot.
So so you don't have to
bonus.
build, you don't have to build them
take
every
them
time.
apart every darn time.
Yeah.
And then a fun addition are these spade tokens, which you can use to take extra actions, or once per turn, once per game, you can flip them over and wipe the whole Stock Exchange. So if you really need something to come out, you'll be able to do that. So it manipulates the market a little bit. Stock Exchange is available first at Gen Con 2024, and then it'll be available at retail the following week, so next week.
Awesome, guys. Check this out. This looks really cute. I like the components, like the theme. It's simple, but it gives you a lot of depth, a lot of strategy to it. I'm really a big believer in lately, especially with, we all have limited time more and more. Like, I'm not in my 20s and even 30s anymore. I don't have 5 hours to set up and play. So I'm always looking for games that play like 60 minutes or less. A lot of times, or have an easier setup or breakdown. You know what I mean? So no, this game looks awesome. I like the fact that it's just a pretty game. Maybe I'm a sucker for flowers, but I love all kinds of flower games. Man, I love the wooden
the
tokens.
artwork is all handcrafted paper craft. So the artist handcrafts this paper, and then she took photos of them, and that's what all the images are.
That's photos?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's beautiful.
Yeah, that is just gorgeous artwork. And it's only here at the con first, and then you said how long until?
The following week, so pretty soon. So middle of August, let's say.
Awesome. How much does it go for?
$49.99.
Guys, these are amazing games for $50. Come by the op and just get all their games. You don't even have to look at Monopoly. They don't do that anymore. In fact, they're getting rid of Monopoly. You heard it here first.
We're not getting rid of Monopoly.
He's gonna throw you off this ledge.
We're not getting rid of Monopoly,
but for my body on the other side of the tower. Yes. But guys, come here, check it out. The op is amazing. They're moving into avenues that I absolutely adore. And man, it's just knocking it out of the park.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
So guys, take care. As always, pay attention to our Gen Con coverage, and don't forget, game on.